and welcome to your daily workout. Today we're going to be working on a quick full body workout that only takes you 15 minutes. So for a start, all we're going to do is we're just going to start off in a position called child's pose. So we're just in a kneeling position with our arms out in front of us. The bonus of this position is it lengthens through your body and it starts to wake you up. All we're going to do for a start is just come up into a hands and knees position, and we're going to come into a position called angry cat, happy dog. So we're just arching our back up to make it nice and round, and then arching our back in the opposite direction. So we're just using it just to wake up our body and get ready for the next lot of exercises that we're going to do. From here we're going to keep our hands and knees directly underneath our hips and shoulders, and we're just going to keep our back nice and flat like a coffee table. We're going to move into a position called swimming. So all we're doing is keeping our tummies in nice and flat, and we're just going to slowly straighten out our arm and opposite leg and bring them back in. And we're going to do the same on the other side. So we're trying not to let our weight transfer. We're holding all of our strength in our tummy. Excellent. Now if you'd like to make life harder, what you can do is just open up your arm and your leg, bring it back into the middle, and do the same on the other side. If this feels challenging enough, just stay with coming out and in. Often what people do is they lift their leg too high and it creates an arch. All we're wanting to do is stay flat. So try not to lift your leg too high. You shouldn't feel your back arching. If you want to, you can just brush your toes along the ground. We're going to do one more either side. Keeping our tummies in. Try not to let our weight transfer from side to side. Well done. From here we're just going to come into a position called down dog. So you're tucking your toes under, pushing yourself back until you're in upside down V position. Push back with your hands, think of sticking your bum up in the air, and let your heels come down towards the ground. We're going to work through the shoulders now, so we're just going to come forwards over top of our hands, keeping our tummies in, and all we're going to do is bend our elbows into a position called half plank. This is similar to a press up. Keep your elbows in by your sides. Keep breathing. If this is too hard, just come down onto your knees. We're just going to come up into a position called plank again. See how we look like a big plank of wood? This is working through our tummies and shoulders. And we're going to push back into down dog. Perfect. Okay, we're going to work through the legs, so we're going to bend our knees. We're going to bring our left foot forwards. If you want to make life easy, relax your leg on the ground. If you want to keep a challenge, come up into warrior. So again, knee to make life easy, or knee up to make life a little bit harder. See if you can come down a little bit, just open up a little bit more. Keep breathing, making sure that your knee doesn't go further over your toes. Okay? All we're going to do now is place our hands either side of our foot, straighten our left leg, and lift our right leg up to add to a balance. If you want to make life harder, you can straighten your arms, so you're trying to look like a capital T. Keep breathing. Excellent. We're going to place our hands either side of our foot. We're going to place our right foot in. We're going to let our legs bend, and we're just going to hang down from our hips, bending and straightening our legs. Just letting our backs open up and working on lengthening through the backs of our legs. We're just going to let our hands come flat this time. We're going to take our left foot back, nice and long, our right foot back, and then we're going to come back into that down dog position. See how I didn't shift my hands all the way in to try and make my heels flat on the ground. Coming forwards again into plank, nice tight tummies. Keep breathing, and then keeping our elbows in by our sides, we're just bending them to come into half plank. Keep on going, keep breathing. Straighten your arms down to plank. Keep breathing, and then we're coming into down dog. Well done. Good work. Okay, now what we're going to do is bend our knees. We're going to bring our right foot forwards now. Could come as far forwards as you like. If it doesn't come as far as your hands, that's okay. All we're going to do now is come up again into our warrior position. So again, if you want to make life easy, relax your knee, or if you want to keep it hard, keep your knee off the ground. Deepen the stretch a little bit more, keep breathing, thinking of opening up through your chest. Well done. Hands either side of your foot, straightening that right leg, lifting this left leg up into the air, and balancing. If you want to make life harder, take your hands off the ground, lengthen through. If you have a straight leg here, it's going to make your life much easier, and keep thinking of keeping your tummy in. Good work. Bring your hands either side of your foot, bringing your left foot back in, and we're just hanging from our hips, bending and straightening our legs again, opening up through our back. Good work. We're going to do one more either side, just to give ourselves a nice workout. So bending our knees so our hands come flat, taking our right foot back as far as it goes. Good work. Then we're going to take our left foot back, and we're pushing ourselves back into down dog. Excellent. Okay, so from here we're just going to bring our weight forwards over top of our hands, keeping our tummies in. Again, if it's too hard, just let your knee come down on the ground. Coming into half plank, keeping your elbows in by your sides. Keep breathing. Whew. You'll be feeling it soon, hopefully. Coming up into plank, you're doing awesome. Keep breathing, thinking of pulling your tummy muscles in. And then we're coming back into down dog. Well done. Time to work the legs, let your legs bend, bringing your left foot forwards. And then we're coming up into warrior. Easy, remember, think of your knee. Opening up, keep breathing. Always thinking of our tummy. Then we're slowly bringing our hands down either side of our foot, straightening our leg, lifting our leg, our right leg up into the ear. Good work. If this is too hard, just pop this foot down. This is okay. We're still working on strengthening and lengthening. Or if you want to make life harder, think of lengthening through. Good work. This works so many muscles, it's fantastic. Popping your hands down on the ground, bringing your right foot forwards, and then letting yourself lengthen again. You're doing great. Perfect. Then your knees bend, hands flat, taking your left foot back now, and then your right, and then we're coming back into down dog. Good work. Okay, this is your last time, so make this one your best. Really think of pushing back with your hands, heels coming down towards the ground, bum up in the air. And we're bringing ourselves forwards over top of our hands, nice tight tummy. Pull your shoulders back. Keep breathing. And then all you're going to do is bend your elbows, keep them in by your sides, still keep your tummy in. Make sure you don't look like a banana through your back like this, keeping nice and straight. Come up into plank again, so straightening those arms, keep breathing. And then bring ourselves back into down dog. Well done. Whew. You're nearly there. You're doing fantastic. Let your legs bend, bring your right foot forwards this time. You need to be balanced. And coming up again into our warrior position. You're doing beautiful. Really open. See how deep we can get here. You're doing fantastic. Okay, hands either side of your foot. Straighten your leg, lifting your left leg up. Feel how it's working all through your leg. Again, if you want to, think of your balance. Well done. Hands down either side of your foot, bringing your left leg in. We're just bending and straightening. Bending and straightening. Well done. Now it's time to work through our tummy muscles a little bit more. So we're going to come back down onto our bottoms, and roll onto our back. We've got our arms out in a crucifix position. Our tummies are nice and tight. Now for a warm up, all I want you to do is make sure that your legs are as far away from your bottom as they feel comfortable. Your legs are hip width apart. Your tummy isn't pulled in. So we want to make sure that you're not using your six-pack muscles, that we're using our internal muscles. So at any stage, if your tummy feels like it's poking out, you need to pull in. Okay, this is going to activate your pelvic floor muscles and your deep inner tummy muscles to make sure that you get a nice flat stomach. For a warm-up, what we're going to do is we're just going to press our lower back into the ground by tilting our hips, and then we're going to push away, creating a nice big arch through our back. Okay, so we're pushing down, Using our tummy muscles only, not our legs, and arching away. We're going to do 2 more of these. 1, coming forwards again, and 2. Good work. Where I want you to finish is where the pointy part of your hip and the pointy part of the back of your hip is in line. You will have a small arch between your lower back. This is what we want, and you're going to try and keep this as much as possible. Okay, our next exercise that we're going to do is just going to create a little bit of rotation. So crucifix with our arms, and we're just going to roll our legs to one side, looking in the opposite direction. Now I want you to feel inside your hip, squeeze that muscle that's called your oblique, use that muscle to bring your legs back up, and then we're going down the other side. Good. Squeeze that muscle on the inside of your hip, use that to bring the legs back up. Good work. Keep on going. Now this may feel too easy for you, that's okay, we can make it harder. What you can do is bring your legs up into tabletop, making sure that we're not arching through our lower back or it's not flat. It's in that neutral spine and our tummies are pulled in, and we're just rolling from side to side. Nice control, still thinking about using the right muscles, that your shoulders come away from your ears. We're just going to come either side now, 2 more times. Good work. 1 more other side, you're doing fantastic, keep those tummies in. Excellent. Last time. And then bring it into the centre and hugging your knees up towards your chest just to relieve your back. Good work. Only 2 exercises to go. You're going fantastic. Pop your legs back down and we're going to work into a bridge. So we're just going to push our lower back into the ground, keeping our tummy in, and we're going to draw ourselves up until we're making a bridge from our shoulders to our knees. And then when we're coming down, we're thinking of lengthening our spine down along the ground, opening up all the gaps, making our bum the last thing to come forwards, and then we're opening up through that lower back. And again, we're just slowly curling ourselves up, rolling, 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 coming back, all the way back down to the ground. See how flat the tummy is. We're not poking it out to get up, and we're trying to make sure that our bottoms are nice and wobbly. Keep on going. Have a look and see what your thighs are doing. Sometimes it's nice to keep your hands on your thighs just to make sure that they stay in line. Sometimes if you feel like you're coming into a childbirth position with this one, if your legs are coming out, try popping a pillow in between your knees just to keep them in line. We've just got 2 more. If you want to make it a little bit harder for your last 2, just bring your arms up with you as you're breathing out, and then we're coming back and down. 1 more. And bring it back down. Well done. You've done fantastic. We're going to finish off with my favourite exercise, a happy baby. So we're just going to hug our knees up towards our chest. We're just going to hold on to our feet if you can, and let our legs open and bend. If it's easier, you can place the towel over top of your feet and hold the towel, and then let your legs bend. So we're just opening up through the thighs, and then we're just going to roll from side to side as a happy baby. If that feels too easy, try forwards and backwards. I hope this brings a little bit of joy to your day. Thank you. Well done.